This is Omar Miller, and you're watching the 3-Point Conversion.
JB, since you last played Denver, they've added Aaron Gordon. How have they looked different with him on the floor?
Well, he's a big-time defender. Their defense has only picked up, with him on the floor. They're just bigger, more physical, more defensive-minded. This is a big physical group, team that's chasing an NBA championship this year, and he obviously has given them a great boost there. But especially on the defensive end, he's obviously an offensive talent. He's got great size. He can finish at the rim. He can make threes. He can make plays in transition. But he's taken them to another level defensively.
Jacob?
Hey, Coach. I know you've kind of talked about how much LaMelo has impacted winning this season. I asked Stan before the game on Sunday, and he said it's not as rare really at this point to see 19 and 20-year-olds kind of impacting winning on that way. I mean, what are your thoughts on just kind of how rare it is to see guys like LaMelo or Zion or Michael Porter Jr. tonight impact winning just the way they do?
Well, it's rare. I would say it's more rare, but yeah, I think you got a couple examples out there of guys that can do it. They're elite for a reason, but you don't see too many of them walking around this league right now. So he's done a tremendous job, impacting winning and fourth quarter plays and big plays, both offensively, defensively. It's just rare. It's hard to find, but when you do find them, they're special. To have the knowledge, the understanding, the physicality, the tools to do it, it's pretty special. So, I know New Orleans got, they have one, we have one, and thankfully we found one.
Rick?
JB, do you know anything yet about Devonte?
He's warming up right now. We'll know here in a few minutes once he finishes his warm up, and then we'll make a decision from there.
Sam?
JB, hope you're doing well. Last time you guys faced Denver, I think you gave up 125-ish points. Felt like where defensively did you guys struggle the most against the Nuggets the first time around that you kind of have to focus on tonight in this the second game?
Yeah, good first half, really good first half. I thought we executed well on both ends of the floor. I think a lot of it was our offense in the second half. Too many turnovers led to easy points for them. Obviously, they're going to make shots. They're a heck of an offense. They're going to score at some level in the half court. They've got one guy they can play through. One guy that has tremendous vision, can pass, makes the game easy for everybody around him. So we're going to have our hands full with Jokic no matter what, but we can't fuel their offense and give them the big runs by turning it over. So I think tonight will be key to take care of the ball, limit them to one shot, and make sure that they're playing in the half court. And I thought last game they got out on the full court a little bit too much off of our turnovers. So we got to be better there tonight.
Thank you.
Leonardo?
Hi, Coach. Denver Nuggets is averaging 26.9 assists per game. How to stop a team that moved the ball so well?
Well, I'll ask Michael Malone if he'll take Jokic off the floor. I'll ask him that. Maybe, that might help a little bit. I don't know if he'll agree, but, it's just, it's tough with him. He does a great job moving it, creating advantages for them. And it's infectious. It's like, Melo and a number of our guys, when they start creating for others and they start playing unselfishly, it just becomes contagious. And they've got a guy in Jokic that does that for their group. He starts a lot of their ball movement. Everybody else participates in that. They teach it, they coach it. We do the same thing here. We got a few of these guys that are unselfish and can create for others. Jokic, though, is at, MVP type level as far as passing and creation. He'll go down as one of the great bigs of all time as far as playmaking and passing. I'm not sure you're going to find a better player at that position that has that vision and ability. So a lot of it starts there with him. So we'll do our best tonight. We got to battle. We got to play hard, multiple efforts tonight, but they do a great job moving the ball, sharing it. And it really begins and starts with Jokic.
Richard?
Richard Walker, CarolinaSportsHub.com. Coach Borrego, you just mentioned Jokic. Is he a trend of what's coming again in NBA, or is he kind of a unicorn and a one-off type player? Because obviously, like you say, his skill set's really, really diverse, but there's been so many stretch big players lately. I mean, do you think that's the player like him is going to continue to happen, or is it more of a one-off because he's just a great individual talent?
Well, if you find another Jokic, let me know. I'd love to find him.
I think everybody would, yeah.
Everybody would. He's rare. He's rare. I mean, the skill's there. I think to your question is big guys are more skilled than ever. He's just at a different level. Not only is he skilled, he can score the ball too. It's not, we talk about his playmaking and his ability and his vision to pass, but the guy can score at all three levels. He scores at the 3-point line. He can score in the mid-range. He can score in the pick and roll. He can score as the handler in pick and roll. Obviously, he can score in the post. He scores on offensive rebounds. He scores in transition. He scores in the half court. They pin down for him. He sets pin downs. He does it all. He's so rare and so unique, and they move him around. I'm not sure I've seen another player like this guy. I mean, he's that unique. So, but I think what you're saying, I think the spirit of your question is, are big guys more skilled than ever? And I would say yes, that they are playing out on the perimeter. They're facing the basket more. But Jokic is much more than that. He's not a guy that's just on the perimeter. He's, we just went through a shoot around. We had to go through his post ups because that's going to be a problem tonight. Out on the perimeter, that's going to be a problem. He handles in pick and roll. He sets pick and roll. He handles in DHOs. He receives DHOs. He's all over the place. And so he's very unique in that regard.
All right, we have time for two more. We'll do Raphael and then Will.
Hey, Coach Raphael, with the 3-point conversion. Coach, if you do get Devonte back, what does he add to this team right now at this time?
I'd say stability, scoring, shooting, playmaking, and just a steady, calm presence on the floor. And we need all of it right now. So he'd be a welcome addition tonight if we can get him back. So we know Tay, every time he's on the floor, good things happen. For some reason, somehow, we're more efficient, we're smarter, and we need him back in the worst way.
Hey JB, have you noticed any sort of excitement or anxiety, not necessarily anxiety, but anxiousness just with these last few games because of what is on the line with the guys?
I think you can feel it. I mean, you can feel it. I don't know if I'd call it anxiety. Maybe it's a little bit of anxiety, excitement, all put into one. And they should feel that way. This is why we play the game. This is why you do it. This is why you're in the arena, man. This is why you work all summer. You work your tail off to be in these moments. It beats going home. It beats being out of the playoff run right now. So they should be excited. They're thrilled. They're thrilled to be in this position. I'm thrilled to coach in this position. I love it for them. I love it for our organization. And they should be excited. They should be thrilled right now to compete in these games. If they're not, Will, I worry for them. If they're not excited, if they're not ready to go in these games, in these moments, I worry about their competitive spirit. But I think in general, our guys have it.
Awesome. Thanks, JB.
Thank you.
Thank you, JB.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you guys post game.